parking here again?
Good morning everyone, this is the last software report channel. Have you ever parking your car at front of your house? Be aware of that, because there is angry aunties that waiting to wrecking your car. In our society, there is the hottest news right now, which is the angry aunties trying to wrecking the car, the pickup truck. So let's take a look at the situation together. Now, let's take the step into the story of the situation. Angry Auntie's pickup truck attack incident has started at 1987 that Samsen Villa got paid of possession on land to do the housing estate. For the 1998, the Ratnachal Sangyotakan, Rani and family bought a house and moved into Samsen Seri Villa. In 2009, the aunties object to open the market, and in the next year, 2010, the first market was opened. Since then until 2018, there are 5 markets that were opened without register. Aunties and family have suffered and threatening by the market vendor and customer. In February 2018, Rajinigon was parking to the front of the entrance door of Angry Auntie's house. After that, the angry aunties honked the Rajinigon car around 15 minutes with no any attention from Rajinigon. In February 2018, the angry aunties bring the axe from her house to smashing to the front of the Rajinigon car. In 18 February 2018, in the evening, Rajinigon reported to the police about the axe smash to her car. And in 21st February 2018, Bangkok Provincial Governor surveyed the area. Previously, I have reported on the beginning of the situation till the Rajinigon has reported that there is an axe smashing to her car. Now let's talk about the public opinion on the social media. Let's hear some comments from the Twitter, Pantip and website. From the auntie channel, there is a vendor supporter and auntie supporter that fight against each other. Trend of support on the social media has gone to auntie side. Majority of Thai people in Twitter vote for the auntie side more than 90%. One of people in Twitter said that why the aunties have the luxurious house, why wouldn't she let their market open as usual to let the vendor selling their things as usual? And the other people said that it is the right of her to be on her land and also to defend herself.
The factor is not fun. Do you know that in Tennessee, you are breaking the law if you are asleep while you're driving? I guess you will break your neck as well.
Welcome back to the last software report channel. We're gonna discuss about the car smashing incident. Right now we have the auntie lawyer, her name is Kun Parita Visnuyotin, and also the lawyer of Kun Rajinigon, Kun Kamonkan Sapunryeon. Now we're gonna discuss about the car incident together. So now let's discuss about the two perspectives of the both side legal representative. And today we have phone call from Kun Kamonkan Sapunryeon. Let's discuss about this case together.
I am not understand Nong Rajinigon had just parked for buying some food just a moment. Do you guys suit to conspiracy to violate Rajinigon? Isn't it?
If the Rajinigon parked the car not that too long, the auntie probably wouldn't have to board the spread or the axe to smash the Rajinigon cars. So therefore, I believe that the Rajinigon parked the cars intended to use for the long times. So she bought her stuff, and for the first 15 minutes, she was called to move the cars. But she said that she has not finished her shoppings, which is, this is the regardless of the rights of the others. So as well as parking at the entrance of the living areas, and that area is obstacle to traffic, the acts of the Rashnigon is offense, and as the plaintiff sue under the Road Traffic Acts, Section 557 and the Section 140X shall be liable to fine not exceeding more than 500 baht.
As far it was having to smash the car from 4 ends with coverage, while used violence to her following Criminal Code Section 397 paragraph 2, whoever acts by any means against others, which is bullying, treating, or causing embarrassment or annoyance.
Yes, but
So please calm down now, everyone. And right now is time out. And thank you for Kun Kawan for giving a point of view. So this is the summary of discussing between Kun Rashnigon representative and also auntie lawyer. Rashnigon lawyer point out that angry aunties get the criminal code section 397. Paragraph 2, whoever act by any means against other, which is bullying, threatening, or causing embarrassment or annoyance. Also, the auntie's point of view to Kun Rashnigon is parking at the entrance of the building and cross obstruct traffic zone. The act of the defendant is an offense as the plaintiff sue under the Road Traffic Act Section 57, bracket 10, bracket 15, and Section 148 shall be liable to be a fine not exceeding 500 baht.
The final is not fun. Do you know that in Australia, it is illegal to give the name to the animal that you'll be eating in a later date?
So now we are gonna discuss about the market issue. So Kun Palita, please explain about the legal perspective on this market issue.
alright, there are the 4 main legal topics that related to these issues. And the first one is the Town Planning Act that determines what kind of activity that you can do or you cannot do on the land. And secondly, the Building Control Act that about the constructions of the building within the control areas. It's required permissions and it needs to be registered the forms to the local authorities. And thirdly, the land development laws is about the sale of the plotland that have been divided into the 10 parts upwards, with the property that have to be specific and must register forms, the license of the land allocations, with the land use map that determine what kind of the activities that you want to do on lands and its purpose when you are submitting the land allocation forms. And then lastly is about the public health actions that's regarding to the establishment of the markets, that the people who want to open the markets might obtain the permissions form to the local authority first. Alright, let's start with the Bangkok Town Planning laws that the Seri Villa are located in the yellow zone, which is the low density residential zones. So this means the land cannot be used for any commercial purpose, even though there are exceptions that the market locations within the 12 meters away from the public roadside or 500 meters away from the public transportation stations, the market are allowed to build no more than 100 square meters. But the problem is the allocated lands is specific for the resident use only. So the lands can be used only for living, not opening the market. The market owner don't have right to open the markets at the first place. Even the market owner claim that they already got the permissions to open the markets from the private land office. But the market owner don't have right to do so at the first place because the villa is allocated land that's specific for residential use only. But the problem is the private land office give the permissions license that allow the construction market to happen. This means this license is illegally permissions because it's conflict with the Land Development Act. So the license should be revoked and market should be closed.
But why the market is still open until this day?
I don't know why as well. They shouldn't give the permissions at the first place. We can see that the government officials themselves have the absolute power to deal with these problems, but they don't do anything until this problem happens.
Alright, I see. So thank you, Kun Min, for sharing with us. So right now we know what happened, what is the legal issue, and also the legal conflicting. Next time we are going to follow an update about the court judgment on this case.
Thank you, Mr. Krumjit, and good day, everybody. I am Muskan Nwangkeo reporting in front of the court. Today is finally the day of adjudication of the case from the lady or the aunties who wrecked the car of Rajanigon in front of the auntie house. But to get back for the summary, so we can understand the whole picture, there are three cases. First case, the auntie sued Rajanigon for parking in front of her house, which is the area in front of auntie's residential. Prakano Court made a decision that Rajanigon was liable to the case. According to the section 397 paragraph 2, Rajanigon has to go to the jail for 15 days and pay for the penalty for 5,000 baht. But as she has been a good citizen with no criminal record, she is able to wait for the payroll for 1 year. Second case, the auntie sued Bangkok governor for negligent action for permission for the markets to be open. The court decision was the market has to be closed down within 60 days, no permission for any vendors in that area for 30 days to sell anything, and the Bangkok governor of Pravet district will be charged for 5,000 baht. And today we are here for the most recent case. The court sentence was just announced. Rajanigon sued the aunties for their act to destroy the car. For the matter of fact, Rajanigon is not the owner of the car herself, but it is actually Rajanigon's sister's car. And that is why the aunties will be charged for the penalty for 12,000 baht. And she will be going to jail for 2 months. But as the aunties was a good citizen with no criminal record, she can be held for 2 years for the payroll. And that is it for today. I will hand this back to Mr. Krumjit back at the station. Thank you.
Before we finish today, I would like to share my perspective and my own opinion of this legal issue. So the incident was a sympathy for both sides. For the aunt who had a car parking in the front of her house, which has been infringed from the other people who survey around the market for many years, and also the smashed car owner side, we can look at in the other way that if the management in the area and the transportation system is good enough, it will not causing the problem in finding any parking space that wasting of time and also can be leading to the race. Moreover, if the public transport has been developed, people probably preferring approachable public transport that do not require parking. The other side will have benefit on this as well, that there is nobody came to infringe the front of the house area. Both sides did not solve the problem through an intermediary such as the judicial system or legal system, which was not able to solve the problem. Efficiency. There is also a delay in operation. As a consequence for the both parties, they for infringe on each other's rights. There are still many infringement of each other's rights cases and events that they are similar to this case. It is also shown that there is a need of Thai justice system improvement and prevent infringement of each other in society today. So due to time, the last portion I had to say goodbye to you right now because the time is up. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.